Hello!
Happy Sunday, y'all!
Happy Sunday Funday!
It is a Sunday fun
From
day.
the West Coast, calling out all cat moms. Please be Cat Mom AF and join us this evening.
Who is this?
Who is this? It's our
Nothing.
sweet baby boy, our prince.
He has his little mouse, and he is so excited about it.
We were playing chase just like, or fetch, just like shortly ago.
Shortly ago.
Hey, Aaron. Why do our faces look so like bright? We actually have the lighting system facing the.
Say hello.
Sweet.
Aaron, I
Hey,
love you and miss
Faye.
you so much. We have got to catch up.
We do. Girl, please.
Maybe after
Okay.
next weekend.
So, here we go. Here
Jen,
we go.
what's up, cuz?
All right. Hey, Jen.
y'all.
Welcome, everyone. So we are the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. For those of you guys that don't know us, I'm Jay.
I'm Adrienne.
And together we are
The Two Crazy
Cat Ladies.
We
Um,
are the Two Crazy.
We are the Two Crazy Cat.
Jay gets happy elbows.
Sometimes
Can I just say really quickly what I was thinking about earlier was back in days of yore when we used to go camping.
in days of your
We haven't gone camping in like
camping, we haven't
2
gone
years.
camping or glamping in quite
it'll be
some
2 years in
time.
October. Hey, cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all!
Cheers to the freaking weekend, y'all.
Cheers to the freaking weekend almost being over. Kimberly, hello, love. So we're camping. I don't know. This is probably 10 years ago. We're up in Mount Charleston, and we have our nieces, 2 of our nieces who are considerably younger at the time, a friend of ours and her little boy. And then there's me and Jay and Liz and Kelly.
Sister.
Right, and we're all camping. We're having a great time. I ended up having to go back down the mountain to help a neighbor with something. So I come back up when it's almost dark. We do a little cookout, and then these kids start telling ghost stories, right?
Yeah.
And they get themselves super
What
ramped
time of
up.
the year was it? I think it was October. I think
Yeah,
it
it
was
wasn't
near.
October.
Yeah, I think it was near like Halloween, and
It was
we were like,
chilly.
let's do
scary
some
stuff.
like fireside.
Y'all, though, here's
with the
what's
kids,
hilarious.
because it's so much fun, right?
It's so
To
much
scare
fun.
kids is like one of my
Dr.
favorite things.
Kosher,
in the
hello.
world.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey, Lori.
Well, hello to
Hey,
you,
Jackie.
Jen. I
Hey,
love it.
Cindy.
And Gentleman.
It's only 102 in VA. It's only
That's
102
crazy, 102 in
VA.
Virginia. Yeah, and V is 102 as well.
Mhm.
Anyway, long story short, I come back at like dusk. We're cooking out. These kids are all ramped up on ghost stories, and then they wanted us to tell ghost stories. And I made up this story about driving back up the mountain.
We have been reading a book while you were gone. We
The
were
ghost
reading
story
a ghost story book. Did you already say that?
No,
I may be a little tipsy already.
Yeah, it's the rosé. It's really getting to it.
The rosé all day.
Mhm.
The rosé Sunday.
No, here's what had
Sunday.
happened. We had a live in our VIP group at 3 p.m.
Mhm.
our time. So
I was actually wearing something completely
Jay
different.
had 2 glasses of wine already.
And then I got really hot, and I was like, how about I change?
That, and she woke up with a sore throat this morning.
I did.
So
I
she's
think I'm
feeling a
gonna
little icky-sicky.
Yeah, if you guys can
So-
like put out your juju, good juju,
Good juju.
that I don't
Jay
get
needs
sick,
the
because
good
we
juju.
have Silicat this weekend
Hey,
in
Dina.
San Jose, so I cannot be sick. Hey, Trish.
Jen said Shay and I are so ready to camp with you. Girl, we would have so much fun camping
Jen,
together.
if you can get your cousin to camp
Camp
again,
again.
that would be great.
Because I have a story that is not appropriate to share on a live about the last time that we camped, which has kind of put a damper on my camping spirit.
Yeah, it just like she just decided that is camping, and she no longer wants to do it.
Well,
And that's actually not any of our
it wasn't
experiences for
even
the past like
camping before.
10, 15 years
Yeah.
before.
Trish, hello. Oh, Dr. Kosher. It was like 110
here
yesterday. Totally down to today down to 85.
Nice.
How awesome. Sissy.
Nice, Lori, Dr. Kosher. Thank you. Like that's amazing. I want to be wherever you are, because we're
85.
we're
yeah.
at like 110, and then we're at 105.
Oh,
now we're
yeah.
at 102.
Yeah.
Then we're up at 100. It really
Here's
doesn't
great
matter
news,
once
though.
it's over 100. Done.
Our AC went out for real yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Called a brand new company that came out today and fixed it.
Yes.
And it wasn't $2,000.
And they were great.
And they were
amazing
wonderful.
customer service. Guys, whenever you have a company that gives you good customer service, please, please, please give them a review.
Yeah, we spent all afternoon reviewing them.
Yeah, because they were amazing.
like,
and already, like, I've got my parents, they're already going to use them as well. Like recommend them and review them, because we are people who help people, right? So Yes.
When you find good people, let them know.
And these people were awesome. And it's really hard to find a good AC company because everybody wants to screw you.
Oh, they do. In Las Vegas, it's a thing. It's like big business. She said, would you guys come down to my Healthy Dog Expo and host the cocktail hour? You can talk about cats.
The answer is yes. I have always wanted to go to the Healthy Dog Expo.
Where is it?
It's up in Illinois. Right?
Really? We've never been
Isn't
to
it Illinois?
Illinois together.
I could be wrong.
Heather, hello.
I forget exactly where it's at. It's where Dr. Kosher is. And everybody goes. I think it's like Chicago area.
Chris in the house, living in the fog. Where's
Chicago in Illinois? Yes.
Lisa's in Illinois. Hello to you.
Hello.
Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn.
Oh, please share the camping adventure. So I'm driving back up the mountain, and true story was that there was this woman that was driving super erratic in front of me. She was going like 30 miles an hour, going over the center line. I was very concerned that she was actually going to head on somebody. And she was visibly upset. So finally, when I get to a safe place to pass her, I do, and I realize that she's just sobbing in her car. True story. So I'm telling the kids this, right? This is my little scary story that I'm telling. So as I pass her, she all of a sudden, this is still the true part, she pulls over to the side of the road. And I'm in front of her, but I pulled over as well thinking, gosh, she's super upset. When I passed her, she was sobbing. Maybe she needs a cell phone. I looked down, I had some reception on my phone. So I pulled over in front of her, got out of my car and was walking towards her to offer her my phone. And she squeals out and takes off. And
mind you, squealing out in Mount Charleston means throwing rocks. Because there's no, it's not like concrete.
Right.
Yeah, it's all like.
So I was like, what in the world? Now, here's where I tell the kids, I deviate a little bit.
Albany, New York. That's right.
Albany, New York.
That's right.
She said, Rodney's coming.
Well, now you got us.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he's our man crush every day, all day.
My man crush is here right now, Mr. Jim.
Rodney's yes, Jim.
I have
Whittier.
a little bit of a man crush, but Jim has my heart.
Yes, has her heart, for sure.
So I deviate from the story. I'm telling the kids this story, and I tell them that I just start walking back to my car, which I did. End of the true story is I pull back out, and then girl pulls off into like a populated pullout, and I just kept going because there were people there, and I was like, all right, Abby, she doesn't want to talk to me, so she's fine. But what I tell the kids is, what I tell the kids, and they're all like, oh my God. What I tell the kids is that I'm like, I don't know why she freaked out and took off like that, but I get back in my car and I'm looking in my rearview mirror to pull out, and I see what freaked her out, and I was like, it is a huge, 9-foot person covered in fur. I think it's what they call Bigfoot, like the Sasquatch thing or whatever. I said, but I've never seen it where it had these huge fangs that came down to his chest, and he ran so fast, across the road behind me. So then I squeal out, and I got up here and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to freak you guys out. But the kids are like, oh my God. Fast forward.
They're literally hanging on to me. I have 3 kids hanging on to my arms.
Everything. And they're just suction to Jane.
They're just suction to me. I'm like, everything's okay, guys.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Fast forward 30 minutes later when we're starting to get ready for bed. No, it probably wasn't. Maybe 10 or 15. We're starting to get everything cleaned up and go to bed, whatever. And we hear it's an unmistakable sound of something rustling. Just, when you have a campfire, it's right past where you can see. It's just pitch dark.
Everything's pitch black, and then you have woods all around you.
We hear, and I'm sure it was a deer.
Here's the thing.
Something.
It was probably a deer or a coyote or. But
I took advantage of the moment. And I was like, oh my God, there he is. And
every other
Liz
adult
and Kelly were both like, oh, I see him. And
jumped
Jay
on the bandwagon. I was left in the dark. Nobody told me that we were about to do this.
No one told her there wasn't actually a Sasquatch. So she's sitting there. The kids are clawing back out, and her oh my God. And Jay is freaking out, eyes as big as saucers. And she says, 2 legs are 4. 2 legs are 4.
But I wasn't thinking about a Sasquatch, right?
Excellent.
I was just thinking, was it a person or an animal? And I said 2 legs or 4. And they all died. They died. And I was like, no, I meant I was saying person or animal. And they were like, Whatever.
It was
I'm
such a great
protecting
time.
the children.
She was protecting the children. There's actually a picture somewhere of that moment when
There
we
is,
realized
there
we
is.
were starting to lose it.
Kelly will probably jump on soon and she'll be like, I will post this picture
Yeah.
in the comments.
Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so, oh my gosh, and Susan Thixton's going to be there. Integrative oncologist Kendra Pope and other surprises.
Oh my God, Dr. Closure.
When
Yes,
is it?
if you'll allow us a moment to talk about cats at the dog expo.
We will
come. We will come. It's only the
know.
fact that the majority of the expos that we really want to be at, because all of you awesome people are at, are all about dogs. So it doesn't make sense for us to spend money to come and go to these specific events when there's nobody talking about cats. But if you give us an option to talk about cats, if you give us the ability to talk about cats in some way, shape, or form, in any little whatever,
you know how we like to do.
So many dog parents also have cats. They just don't care about them.
Tanya.
I mean, they care about them, but sometimes they don't. And they need to know that they should. And if you give us that opportunity, we'll absolutely be there, 100%.
Cindy from Kewanee, Wisconsin. What's
Hey,
up?
Cindy.
I grew up across
moments.
the pond from you in Michigan, you know?
In Michigan.
In Michigan, that's where I came from. Okay, so we're super excited to do our cat tip review.
Yeah, so if you guys are joining us for the first time on a Sunday, what we do is Monday through Friday, we go through, we actually give you guys a cat tip of the day every day. It's less than 1 minute, so it's a really short, like, hey, this is what you need to do with your cat. Like, this is like things that we've learned or things
something
that
we were reminded
of, or whatever it is, and we give you guys those cat tips. And then on Sunday, we like to come back and elaborate upon that because
you know how we love to
ramble.
Bamble? Okay.
We bamble.
We
That's a
are
new. We
the
are the bambling crew called the Crazy Cat Ladies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so we like to
original.
babble a bit. So we like to talk more about those cat tips and tell you, because there's more than a minute's worth of information that,
Usually.
for the most part, usually that we had to give you guys. So yeah, so thanks for joining us. And thank you, Cindy. I really like your I can't even see, but your profile pic is so bright and pretty.
It's blue.
It's blue.
Yep.
From here, it's just blue.
Super blue. Yeah, see, Jim said, what's this about Rodney Man Crush? I thought I was your one and only. You are. Did you see how I clarified that?
You are definitely
She's obviously
her man crush. I'm a Rodney fan. I mean, as far as man crush is concerned.
Yeah.
He's He's
He used to be my big brother, but she, obviously replaces them.
No. Wait,
No,
okay,
see.
so Rodney's number 2.
Oh,
Rodney's
so
number
Nathan
2.
still gets number 1.
Nathan still gets number 1. Jim is number 3. Third time's a charm, though, Jim.
Yeah. Well,
Just saying. Just saying.
Lot of good stuff. Okay, so Monday.
Lori said you must come. We will figure it out.
I like your attitude.
Yay.
I like your attitude. I'm not even thinking about the traveling part right now. Because I'm going to call you and
she hates to travel. This is the hardest part at getting Adrienne to any of these events is telling her we're going to travel and go to A, B, and C. On the East Coast, it's really hard. On the West Coast, it's easier because either it's a drive or a short flight. She'll be down for that, especially if we're asked to speak, because that's actually the only ones we go to now. Are the ones we're asked to speak at. Oh my goodness.
Especially if it's cocktail hour.
He fell back asleep.
I know. He's just.
We have been trying to get that. Oh my goodness. He's like, I'm not actually asleep.
He said, I would like some belly rubs. Yes.
You guys. Okay. Anyway, so we have a new setup. If you guys haven't noticed, we have a new setup. We had the not infamous. I heard that's a bad term.
Like infamous is connotates like a.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. So not infamous, but the world-renowned, most amazing Madison Mead here this weekend. She's our brand new editor, our first hire.
Yeah. Very
excited as the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. And so right now we have like an entire new studio. Yeah. We're in our home, but our setup is like we've got lots of stuffs going on.
Stuffs and things.
And so
but Maddie walked us through like so many of these technical issues that we've had for so long.
We really
while we didn't necessarily, we were trying to do the YouTube show, so we didn't really get a full show, but we did figure out a lot of stuff. So
Brittany, if you're watching,
productive.
We have to do that.
We'll explain it to you. But for now, let's do our cat tip review, shall we?
Yes. Okay. So on Monday.
Thank
We talked about variety and hey, Jackie and Chris. Oh my gosh, so many of you guys. Okay, so
are you distracted? Are you okay?
I was a little distracted. Sorry. So on Monday we talked about variety in our cat food. So for those of you guys that have dogs, you probably already know that there's like this huge scare going on about DCM, dilated cardiomyopathy in the dog world, and a little bit in the cat world, but not enough to even raise flags for the majority. Yeah, but it was, it started with the grain-free, and then it went to like a lot of other things, and there's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to what do I feed my pet in order to make sure that they are getting all of the nutrients they need, all of the ingredients they need, all of all of that stuff. I am drunk. I'm not drunk.
You're a little distracted, not focused, and
I'm not focused. I'm not as focused as I usually am. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Maybe you have a fever.
I feel like my throat feels a little like swollen. Am I sick? I feel like it's happening.
Good vibes, people. Send the
good vibes. Send your good vibes.
Send the good vibes.
Hey, Gregory.
Hey, handsome.
Okay, so Monday's cat tip was on feeding a variety of food. So this is one of those things that when we are unsure, if even if we're not, right, we should be unsure if the pet food company that we're feeding, whether it be fresh, whether it be wet, whether it be dry food, if all the ingredients are meeting the requirements or exceeding the requirements of what our cats need for their daily dosage of good nutrition, right? So, and in the dog world, it's like a huge thing right now. And the FDA and like there's so many studies that are showing that certain foods are not meeting requirements and blah, blah, blah. So everybody's getting really scared. It's causing a lot of uncertainty. One of the ways that we can curb that uncertainty or fix that uncertainty is by feeding a variety of food. So if you're worried that the food that you're feeding might or might not, after reading headlines or not, right, just thinking, meet the requirements of the vitamins and nutrients and everything that your cat needs, then why not feed like a variety of foods? If you feed a variety of different foods, every company has a different idea, right? So there's a requirement, right, that you have to meet. A standard that you have to meet. And some skimp on that standard, some exceed that standard. Some say, actually, cats need a little bit more vitamin E in this. They need a little bit more taurine. They need a little bit more blah, blah, blah. So they're like everybody's idea. I'm going to cut you.
That didn't even take long at all. I just want to know how you felt about variety, though. She's in a weird mood. Let's blame it on the fever. Dr. Kosher said variety is key. Multiple proteins, brands. Switch it up, people.
Correct.
Yes.
So when we're talking about variety, we're talking about variety in proteins and variety in brands. Let's switch it up, and we're going to help to close those gaps so that if company A thinks that this is best and company B thinks that this is best, if we're feeding them both or all of them, then we're closing those gaps and making sure that our cats have a better overall nutritional profile, basically, is what I said. And proteins, obviously, too. That's another cat tip that we do, but I said it in this one. Proteins are like
you got this.
Switching up proteins is like super important because every different meat has a different nutritional profile as well. So swapping them up and feeding variety is best. That's cat tip number one.
Variety? You like variety?
I like
okay,
variety.
Chris asked, what am I drinking? Girl, I am drinking rosé wine with some ice cubes in it.
Guys, we just did a giveaway in our private group.
In our
today,
world's largest shot glasses.
Yeah, they're the world's largest shot glasses, and they light up. And everyone that showed up today to our private group, which is like a paid membership group, but everybody that showed up got a glass.
Lori, I'm with you, girl. I'm so with you.
What
Susie said, waiting for you to get on subject. You can count on us. Jen said, y'all come to Seattle for your cat conventions. Don't we have one coming up in, not Seattle?
What?
Cat conventions. Jen is up near Seattle. So
this weekend.
Said, do y'all come to Seattle? No, we're going to be in San Jose this weekend.
Yes. So, Jen, we're going to be in Seattle next year, 2020, August of next year.
Neil Cropper, you handsome man. So good to see you.
Hey, Xander.
Xander's here, you awesome cat daddy. Okay, Tuesdays. Wait, we're behind. All the way variety. Neil
Trish has got my back. She's like, she's getting there.
Oh my God, I'm so excited about talking to you. Yes.
When we do 2 lives back to back, but when we do 2 lives,
you got this.
Which is the first Sunday and the 3rd Sunday of every month, I start drinking in the first live, and then we have like 3 hours in between them, and I try to drink water, but today I didn't do a very good job, and I have a sore throat. I'm gonna blame it on the sore throat. Sorry.
Okay, Jackie said, what do you mean by switching it up? Every few days, months, mix multiple daily? We actually mix multiple
daily, but that's how we do it. So it really works. Like, it really depends on your cat. If your cat is like, I mean, most cats are like, oh, I love this food, and then all of a sudden they hate it. So feeding a variety of foods is actually just really good for them in general, and good for your budget.
But play around with it.
But play around with it. So we will mix fetching foods, primal, small batch, and answers all in one meal sometimes. So they're getting a little bit of each, and then sometimes it's like only
fetching foods
answers
or only
so we mix it up on a daily basis. Actually, is how we do it.
Keeping it.
It's what works best for your cats. Hey, Kristen.
Yes, girl. I'm excited to talk to you. Variety in protein, source, recipe, and routine. Love it, Neil. Yes.
What does Tabitha say?
Where? Tabitha. I'd love to hear any suggestions you have on lessening vaccine reactions. My 4-month-old baby just had 3 vaccines yesterday and was lethargic, feverish, and very sore. I've never had a pet have any adverse reaction to a vaccine. She's just now starting to act herself again after almost 36 hours.
Aww.
Very scary to have a playful kitten suddenly stop moving around.
Tabitha, I'm so sorry.
Super scary.
Yeah. So, that's the hardest thing, right? So, we're past the fact. So there's congratulations that your baby's still okay 36 hours later. However, there are certain things that we would suggest to do kind of a detox after this fact, right? 4 months is really early. In fact, for us, we waited a lot longer in order to do the initial vaccines for our kitties. And moving forward, do a little bit of research or contact us before you do any more vaccines. Even boosters, I would say, because we've done a lot of research in these, and we've been through it all.
Yeah,
all of it. Like the past 22 years, we've been through all of it. So you can contact us, and we'll go a deep dive into it. But I would say things like milk thistle, dandelion root, anything we can do to try to give your kitty a little bit of a detox to the chemicals that come in with. Yeah, the
vaccines that she just.
Yeah, that amount we can do that, and you can private message us for that too, and we can give you some suggestions. We don't sell them, but we have some companies that we don't have some companies. We use some companies.
We can recommend some.
Yeah, we can recommend them because we use them as well. That are really helpful in these types of situations. So reach out to us, private message us, like you can do that right now. And we'll get back to you, and we'll go through some type of some detox.
Because that's a big topic. I'm so grateful your kitty's doing okay.
Yeah, and thanks for reaching out.
Yes, and please keep it.
So yeah, because sometimes these vaccine reactions are like, they can be really heartbreaking.
Well, and you just went through how
Yeah.
scary they can be. So you get it, girl.
Yeah.
You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. We are way behind in comments. I see comments. Kelly said, howdy, cuties. Howdy to you, sweet girl.
Hi, Kelly.
So day 3, incorporating 3 more of your stellar products, OxyCat, Catalyst, and CatCom. Yay, again, only day 3. My 16-year young has already stopped with the twitching, biting at areas. All 3 furs are calmer, more relaxed, more cuddles. My 16-year young is laying in different positions I haven't seen her do in a coon's age, running around better. My 9-year-old with the herpes and cystitis, more relaxed, interacting more, much more lovable. Big prayers answered. How wonderful. Still stronger each day. Feeding raw and goat's milk too.
Woot woot!
I'm so excited for
Kelly,
you,
there's nothing in this world that makes us happier than hearing that something that we've done has helped one of your
That is
kitties.
so exciting. Paula's here.
Hey, Paula.
Ooh, Lauren asked, you get a cup. Dr. Kojer asked, did everyone check out the Answers lawsuit petition? Y'all posted that on our page.
And then we talked about it on Wednesday and last Sunday.
Having the freedom to feed our cats the food that
we want to feed them.
Feeding them species appropriate foods.
Shouldn't we, aren't we, what is politics. Shouldn't we be able to, eat our own, whatever food we want? Shouldn't we be able to feed our animals whatever food we want? Isn't there, tell me a little bit about you. You're the politician.
We should all, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Never mention politics.
You know, the Constitution.
No, but the significance of being able to feed our cats species appropriate food is something that's really important to us. Answers is one of the foods that we feed, and they have filed a lawsuit against the FDA to make sure that we still have the Feed 'em to Freed, because they're Feed 'em to Freed.
The Feed 'em to Freed.
So you guys, if you didn't have a chance to check that out, maybe someone could actually leave the link here as well. You just literally put in your name. All we need,
guys, is your signature.
Yeah.
That's it.
You don't have to say anything or argue about anything.
You don't have to pay money. You don't have to do a bunch of anything. We just need your signature. So yes, if you will do that, please.
Susie gets it. She says it's hot summertime, and I too have been pouring a chilled glass of rosé. Boy, it hits really fast.
Doesn't it?
What a buzz! Thanks for feed variety. Just pet day for a friend, and there was a pantry full of TJ's cat food. I have a mission to get her to change or improve. God bless you, Susie. That's wonderful.
Thank you for what you do.
Can
cats have
Thuja? I don't know if I know what that is.
Yeah, no, actually that is, and yes, the answer is yes. I don't know how to
Paula
pronounce
did
that.
sign it.
Thank you, Paula.
Marilyn said, if you can't feed fish, would you use krill oil or something else for omega-3? It said don't feed chicken, so chicken eggs aren't an option.
Yeah, so Marilyn, we actually use krill oil. We have one cat
Dr.
that
McCullough.
we have one cat that is allergic to fish. Or at least he was 2 years ago. We can incorporate a little bit of fish now, and it doesn't make he can have sardines. It doesn't make that big of a difference anymore, because we took him off of it for 2 years. But we use krill oil by Dr. McCullough, and that's for several reasons. It's not just I don't know what I was going to say, but krill oil is actually great because it has all 3, the best of the omega-3s. So, sorry, you've got me so distracted.
I know, but Melinda said, is that one of your crew on the steps? It sure is. That's our handsome Zorro boy. He's being so sleepy.
He is. They're all being
Dr. Kojer
sleepy.
just posted the link, you guys. The feedemtofreed.info.
The Feed 'em to Freed.
Feed 'em to Freed.
Just sign the Feed 'em to Freed.
Okay, Tuesday's cat tip.
Yes.
Let's go, shall we? Tuesday's cat tip. Oh, it was about IBS. Are you trying to make fun of me?
You did it again.
I know.
You never do that except for randomly on a live.
I don't know why. So, Nate Estes.
Hey, Nate
Estes. You're not supposed to call him Nate anymore. Tuesday's cat tip. IBS in cats. Certain things that you can do. IBS can cause diarrhea, constipation. It can be very uncomfortable. If you've ever had issues with your internal affairs department, you understand the challenge it is. Am I right, people? Am I right? So, you guys know what a big fan I am of keeping an eye on the litter box. If you notice loose stool or really dry, constipated stuff, some things you can do are add psyllium husk powder, a little bit of coconut oil,
Probiotics.
100% pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix. No. 100% pure pumpkin, canned pure pumpkin. And look for a good high quality probiotic also to add in. Mm-hmm. Keeping in mind that stress. I know for me, this rings true, y'all. I'm in a situation where things are different, lots of company, I'm traveling, whatever it may be. My internal affairs department gets a little,
always. She's like, I can't poop.
You never know what's going on. Either I can't poop or I really can't.
She's like, I am.
Right? So keep in mind the impact that stress can have on that situation as well. Oh, we'll talk to you soon, Dr. Koja. Love you.
Love you, Lori.
So keep in mind the impact that stress can have and do what you can to make your home as stress-free as possible. Litter box in a nice, comfortable place for them. A litter box that's the right size for them, like a storage bin, this sort of thing. And obviously, if you've got other pets or people, make sure that your kitty has a nice, safe space to feel comfortable and secure. That was Tuesday, IBS.
That was Tuesday.
How about it? In under 10 minutes, y'all.
Yeah, you did a good job. Okay, so Wednesday.
Snaps.
You got snaps?
It's a thing that really irritates older people now, like snaps. I just know this from my day job, but this is like clapping for somebody in like a quiet way. Snaps. So if someone does something good, you're like, snaps. I said, you just gave me snaps.
I think we got one like on that one. I don't think anybody understands it.
Snaps.
Anyway, so Wednesday was about feather toys, which is a fun one and just super simple and easy, guys. But however, what happened was I'm sitting at my desk upstairs and I'm like working on the computer, and Zorro, this little beautiful boy right here, decides that he's like very adventurous this week, and he jumps up on top of my desk, which is like a hutch.
Yeah.
It's a hutch. It took me forever to figure out what the name of that was, but I have like a huge hutch. It's like it like almost touches the ceiling, right? There's just like enough room to put like a plant and a couple things up there. He jumps all the way up to the top, and I'm sitting there being like, oh, sweet boy. I have no idea. I completely forgot that we have this like masquerade mask. This masquerade mask. So back in the day, we had like my grandfather threw a masquerade ball for New Year's Eve. That was a fun one.
Oh, bye, thanks, love you. Bye, thanks, love you. Bye, Faye, love you.
So
that's one of my words.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're drunk. I'm fine.
No, I'm definitely not drunk.
I'm fine.
You are.
Anyway, he like comes out. I'm talking to a customer on the phone. He is like, I think I'm talking to Faye actually. Faye was one Faye, not this Faye, but another Faye.
Oh,
there was another Faye that I was talking to. That you just started ringing. He like has the whole mask in his like mouth, like the feathers, and he is trying to jump down. Anyway, I like pull it out of his mouth, let him jump down, then give it back to him so he can play with it, and then go back to my conversation. And then I turn around after my conversation, and there's like feathers everywhere, and they have been like, they're trying to like, they're messing with them, and they're like, Friday was actually chewing on one, so I had to grab it out of her mouth. So cat tip of the day is feather toys are fantastic for cats because it's literally like engaging their instincts. It's giving them environmental enrichment, right? Because they're getting to play with, especially like with a wand toy with feathers, they get to play with and catch their prey, right? In their minds, that's what they get to do. And it's awesome. So we have to do that. That's good. We have to do that. However, we don't want to do that unsupervised because like we don't just like be like, okay, you caught it, bye. And then let them chew on the feathers because a lot of these toys that we buy have like dyes in the feather. Like they have like they color them just to make them pretty.
That's for us. It's not for our babies.
And then even if they don't, they can chew into them, and the little, like, they can actually get, like, it can be a choking hazard and really hurt their esophagus or their digestive system. So, cat tip of the day on Wednesday was don't let your cats play with the feather toys unsupervised. Hey, Lexi!
Hey, girl. Beverly said, wow, I joined and you get choked up. Understandable. That's hilarious.
I know. It's something about you, Beverly.
Jen said, freedom to feed. Is this available to sign all over or in specific areas? Jen, wonderful questions. It is nationwide. Please go sign it.
And share. Have people,
share it as well.
Other people sign because
and you can go read all about it as well.
Possibility is that we don't get to feed our cats the foods that we feed our cats that make them this healthy, that give them these kind of coats as they sleep. We don't get to do that if the FDA doesn't recognize that. If they keep trying to shut it down.
Yes. Thank you, Jen. Yep, it just might be switching back to the storage tubs for cat boxes from the Breeze system after research, because we talked about that, I think, on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, we did.
And after watching my first in the Breeze boxes and seeing exactly what y'all are talking about, how much larger they need to be, we love storage bins. It is a game changer for our babies.
100%.
They love the storage bins. So awesome. That's so cool. Kathy Hart, what you drinking, B? We are drinking rosé wine.
Rosé all day.
Mine still has a little bit of ice left in it. Because Lord, it's hot up in here today, for real.
Even though we have working air conditioning.
Also, happy to see you, Kathy. Mwah.
Yes.
That was a mwah. Mwah. Okay. Thursday's cat tip was overheating. Speaking of our AC going on yesterday and getting fixed today, we had a little overheating ourselves, I dare say. But for our kitties, especially if they're somewhere in a really hot climate, like Virginia right now, or Las Vegas right now, if you have indoor-outdoor kitties.
Actually, it's like almost everywhere.
There's like a chronic heat wave.
Yeah.
It's like a heat warning. It's like dire temperatures. So indoor-outdoor kitties, you want to make sure that they have a shaded, cool place to find a refuge, because it is actually possible. It's actually possible for cats to get heat stroke. Some of the symptoms of heat stroke are sweating paws. If you're worried that your outdoor kitty just got way too hot, check their paws and see if they are sweating. They will literally sweat out of their paws. Panting, rapid heart rate, and some of the things that you can do are, what you want to do is cover them with a cool towel and take them to the vet, because if they actually have overheated, that can cause damage to internal organs. So the cat tip was, though, keep an eye on your kitties. Try to keep them cool in the summertime. If you have indoor-outdoor kitties and you're going to be gone all day and they're going to be out in the heat all day, see if you can get them on the inside for the heat of the day, especially if you're taking care of like feral communities or something like that. See if you can find little shelters for them, put cool water out, things of this nature.
Things of this nature.
Y'all feel me?
Let us do that.
Yes.
JD Richards.
I think she posted the
link.
The link. Yes.
Oh, Jen, you're amazing. I'm freaking I'm feeling right now. I have this like feeling from the universe that Jen is going to be the one that gets the signatures to where it's supposed to be.
Oh my gosh!
I just got that feeling.
Jen. This is so exciting. We're gonna go see where the count's at.
I know. I'm so excited. Okay, thank you.
I love you. I love you. Hey, Elaine. Beverly said, my cats live in AC comfort. Spoiled brats. Spoiled, loved brats.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Dana said, I DIY'd a Breeze system for pine pallets out of the larger tubs. All you need is a drill. There are a couple of YouTube videos if you want to check it out. That is awesome. You're so resourceful.
Dana and her drill.
That's right. See, Marilyn's right too. She said, not spoiled, loved. I agree. Ooh, I had Friday too.
Correct. And this one was awesome, guys. So this is like,
this is one of our favorites. It's
one of our favorites. Yeah, we've done this before, but I think it was like 2 years ago.
It's been a long time.
So many of you guys probably didn't catch it. This is an awesome way. So for those of you guys that have multiple cats,
that's most of us.
Let me just tell you our story. So back in 2015,
you should tell the story.
Back in 2015, we were living here, and all of a sudden there was like, oh my God, this awful diarrhea smell. Like, and
you literally looked like you smelled it again. You're like,
it was, do you remember how bad it was? It was so bad. And
really bad.
Then we would find diarrhea.
Jen, hey girl.
We would find diarrhea on the floor somewhere. Now, luckily, she only pooped like on the tile floor versus the carpet.
Right.
Or did she once on the carpet? No, I think it was. No, I think she.
No, she did do once on the carpet. Yeah.
That's why we tore it up.
It's part of the reason we tore it up. It was 30-year-old carpet. It needed to go, and that was the last straw.
Yeah, but for the most part, she would poop in this place, but we had no idea which cat was doing it, and we would like walk around. We would like feel our cats.
Them.
Like we would play with them. We would try to figure out which one.
Everyone was acting totally normal.
Everyone was acting normal, and it was like, who
what
has
is going
this issue?
on?
Because this is running. This is not just diarrhea. This is like
liquid.
None of our cats go outside of the litter box ever, and somebody has this literally like liquid poop that smells horrendous. Some like outside of the litter box in our house downstairs. Don't know what's going on.
So fast forward, we're going on, and we didn't know if this was like a weird thing, like a bad, like if someone had a little.
But it was happening for days.
But it happened over the course of the next couple of days, and we still couldn't figure out what's going on, and we didn't want to like pack everyone up and go to the vet and be like, one of them's having diarrhea. What do you think? You know, like what do you do?
Can you figure it out?
Jay brilliantly decided.
I got a tip from somebody. I can't remember who it was. Somebody.
Really? Oh, we need to give credit to whoever that was.
Whoever that was, credit.
Yeah. So she was feeding their wet food meals, and yes, it works if you feed them separate meals. And she put food coloring, different colored food coloring in each one of the meals.
And then I wrote a chart because so I could remember like Mama has red,
Biddles has blue.
Yeah, like everybody's. And then I put food coloring in each one of their meals.
Uh-huh.
So that when it happened again, because it was happening consistently, we could figure out who it was, and it was Mama. It was Mama, and she was having some. We were like, okay, you're going to the vet right now.
We're going, but it was awesome to be able to figure out what was going on. So, cat tip is if you live in a multi-cat household where the cats rule the casa, that's right, we just pay the bills. If you live in a multi-cat household and you find something, unsavory, like diarrhea puddles in places you don't like and you don't know who it is, consider natural food coloring in their food, and you can find out who it is.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
And if you keep their food separately, we had some questions, I think it was on Instagram, but we had some questions about like, what if your cats eat from the same dish? Like,
or if they go and eat each other's. Do your best in that situation. It's a lot easier to separate them and feed them.
And if you feed them a small amount in their like separate places, then with the food coloring, then that's how we're going to get that. Yeah.
You'll still see it.
It's not hard. Just don't feed your cats in a trough.
No trough feeding.
No trough feeding.
No, don't do that. Okay. That was Friday. Oh, you know what I forgot, Beverly?
What? Noreen is here. It's been hot and humid.
In Grand Rapids. Oh my gosh, I grew up in Grand Rapids.
I was like, what's Germish? And you said Grand Rapids. I was like, oh.
Noreen, she's from Arkansas, so she doesn't know about how we do in Michigan. She doesn't know anything about all that. But I'd just like to say, I was a little neighbor of yours in Grand Haven.
Girls and Power Tools, awesome.
It's so great. We love girls and power tools. We do. We didn't use any power tools today, though. Lots of screwdrivers. Oh, we were doing the garage thing. We used screwdrivers. We used a flat head and a Phillips head. Hey, watch yourself.
Oh, there you go. Right. We didn't even need a drill.
Blue and red equals purple. So if you have lots and lots of cats and you make other colors, it's brilliant, Beverly.
Yeah, there you go.
Brilliant. Okay.
Mix them together.
Is that a wrap? Oh, Beverly, that's what I was going to tell you. You know what I totally forgot? And I've discovered it. She tried to hide it. She tried to keep it from me. She tried to just kill my taco spirit. But I found the taco hat.
She did.
And I was going to wear it tonight.
Yesterday.
Yep. But I'll save it for Wednesday now.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's over. I think that whole thing is like, it's gone.
You know what? We'll use Wednesday as a test. Won't we? We love you guys so much.
We shall see.
It's 70 degrees and perfect in California, just saying.
Oh my God, Native State. I want to be where you are.
Thanks,
please.
man. We are next weekend. Oh my gosh,
no,
you guys.
we're not. He's in Southern California. We're going to Northern. It's probably going to be cooler there, I think.
Well, he said in California, so maybe it's all the same temperature. you know.
It's the same temperature in this like small state. Everywhere you go.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Taco hat. See? Can you tell me why my cat sleeps in the litter box? My initial thought is that she feels safe in the litter box. The cats really like cardboard boxes and little safe places.
Actually, we looked this up. I will try. And there are actually many reasons that
I know, Heather. How could you hide the hat?
Many reasons.
She's got a mean streak. See? Look how popular the taco hat is.
Okay, if you guys love it, whatever. But okay, so
the musical fountain. That's right, Noreen. Sorry, go ahead. Sleeping in litter boxes. Yes, because she lives in Grand Rapids and she loves Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
It's got a beautiful waterfront.
I got to see that. I got to see that last year or the year before, 2 years ago. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, sleeping in the litter box. Sometimes that actually is a sign of health issues. So you always want to take your cat to the vet to make sure that there's no issue going on. Because sometimes cats have all these different personalities, right? Sometimes they say, I don't feel good by being aggressive. And sometimes they say, I don't feel good by being standoffish. And sometimes they say, I don't feel good by laying in the litter box. And sometimes they say, I don't feel good by going outside the litter box. Like there's a lot of different reasons, but if this is not a normal behavior, then taking them to the vet is the number one thing I would recommend.
Take them for a wellness check, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can't go like right now or you have to set an appointment, then I suggest getting a nice little cardboard box or an enclosed area that she would sometimes she may want to be in as well. But definitely get her checked out because it can be whenever there's a weird change in their behavior.
Maybe you have some like fluffy paper litter that feels really comfortable.
Super comfy.
I don't know.
But reach out to us. Keep us posted. Let us know what you're finding out because that's actually an odd thing, and I'd be curious to know how it resolves because it will, and it's going to be wonderful.
It will.
It will. It will. It will.
Chris said it will be hot where you're going to be. Really?
Mickey. Hola to you.
Well, it's hot here, so it's not any different.
We'll handle it. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Mickey just got home from bowling. What is up? We were thinking about bowling the other day.
Bowling? Oh, bowling.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about like Bowling Green, Kentucky or something.
Okay. It's time to call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen of the
She keeps talking about bowling. She forgets that I have a broken finger.
I know it wouldn't be comfortable. But you could always Grant, it's more about the whole situation.
I think it would it's probably not strong enough yet.
Yeah, no, it's not. I would not suggest
Oh, but no, it's just 2 holes, right?
In your thumb, so you could try like this, but I think you always go these 2. Z, did you have a good little nap, Hanson?
Are you okay?
Do you see the sleepy eye?
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Say hi, baby. Sleepy baby.
I don't know why they are so sleepy today.
Well, we've been playing with him earlier. He's probably all worn out.
Oh, we
stretch it out, baby.
Play it out.
Stretch it out, my love.
But what about the rest of them? They're all just non-existent right now.
They're sleepy, baby. It's a Sunday.
Anyway.
Okay.
We love you guys. Babies. Jen said, share your live chat with our friends in Portland, Oregon, who are crazy about their Benjamin with pristine paws. Ha ha.
Yay.
Yes.
Please do. Oh my God, you guys live in the world of Kimberly Gauthier, the one and only Keep the Tail Wagging blogger. Wagging, for those of us from Michigan. Check her out, Keep the Tail Wagging. She is an invaluable
in Washington.
Resource. Yeah, she's in Washington. Knit it, roll it.
What does that mean?
No buddy splint.
Yeah, right?
Right.
I'm good. I sometimes still put it on because you can see still the stain on my hand because I still sometimes put it on at night. Yeah.
Oh, it's still all red.
Yeah.
She gets nervous in the evening hours.
For some reason, when I sleep, my fingers are not happy with me. I don't know what I do.
Those phalanges are just everywhere.
I'm probably just I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Go snuggle our babies. Maybe find some
Yes.
food. Maybe
Happy
just snuggle on the couch.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday, you guys.
We love
Hopefully
you
we'll see you
guys.
on a happy Wednesday
Yes.
as well with a
Oh.
taco hat. Taco hat.
Taco.
Taco hat.